Every morning we have mindfulness practice with Susan Barrett and Clodagh McCarthy at 11 a.m. These are recorded so that you can watch them back in your own time as well. They'll be all available on the Healthy Kerry website and on the Healthy County Kerry Facebook page as well. So in the afternoon, we also have some chair yoga sessions with me first, Ebb and Flow Yoga Therapy, and they are streamed live at 2 p.m. So you can tune into those live or you can watch them back again in your own time on the same platforms. So this morning, we're very fortunate to have some mindfulness session with Susan Barrett. She'll lead this practice for us this morning. And they'll be recorded again. So just her screen will be recorded for this session. And it's for 15 minutes. If you have any comments or questions, you can put them into the panel on the side, on the right-hand side of your screen, or if you're watching this live on Facebook, to insert those comments and questions underneath this particular video. Thanks very much, and I'll hand you over to Susan.
Thank you very much, Deirdre, and fair play to Deirdre for introducing us every day. And it's great that she's here supporting us in this, our next mindful moment session together. And for today's practice, I'd like to offer you a practice called the mountain meditation. And it's a particular favorite of mine, partly because I'm living here at the foot of Carrick-on-Ree, so I have a lovely mountain to look at every day, but also because it's a practice that supports us to really cultivate a sense of steadiness, a sense of being really grounded. So I'd like to invite you now just to take up a sitting posture. And of course, you're welcome to try this practice lying down if that suits you better. But sitting somewhat comfortably. And if you are in a chair, perhaps having both feet in contact with the floor might be particularly supportive for the mountain meditation. In mindfulness practice, we use very little creative visualization because mostly what we're working with is what's right here, what's happening for us now in this moment. This practice is perhaps a little different in that we do bring to mind the image of a mountain, and that's what I would like to invite you to do now. If it's helpful and supportive for you to close over your eyes, you're welcome to do that. I'd like to invite you to bring to mind the image of a mountain. And it may be a mountain that you know quite well, that you see when you're driving about the place. If you're living here in Kerry, we of course have any choice of mountains to bring to mind. We're so blessed to be surrounded by them. But you may choose to bring to mind one of those iconic mountains around the world, one that you may not have ever personally seen, but that you feel you have a familiarity with through pictures and films and videos, somewhere like Mount Everest, Mount Kilimanjaro. And for many, many centuries, mountains have been very symbolic. It's places of pilgrimage in many different spiritual traditions. Important places for many cultures. So the presence of mountains on this planet of Earth that we inhabit are hugely important and symbolic to us. So bringing the image of a mountain as clearly as you can, and it's not always easy to summon up an image in the mind, just doing the best you can in this moment. Picturing its shape, the wide base of the mountain, Your particular mountain might rise to one lofty peak. Perhaps there are a series of peaks to your mountain, or maybe even a flat plateau on top. Your mountain may be capped with snow. It may be densely forested. It could be a dry, arid kind of mountain with not a whole lot of green growth. There could be people living on your mountain, on the lower slopes. Really holding this mountain in your mind's eye. How solid a mountain appears. Stable and grounded. I'd like to invite you now to invite that sense of your mountain into your body as you sit here. So that your body, as it sits, assumes the shape of a mountain. Your feet and legs connected to the earth beneath you. The base of your body resting on the chair, sofa, providing you with stability, steadiness. Your spine rising upright, just like the center part of a mountain, the main structure of your mountain. Your arms sloping down by your sides, just like the slopes of your mountain. And your head resting like the peak of your mountain. Really inviting this sense of your mountain right into your body as you sit here. And day by day, your mountain is visited by many changing weather patterns. On days like today, your mountain may be shrouded in fog and mist, covered by clouds. Other days, your mountain is pelted by rain, hail, subject to gentle breezes some days, and other days howling winds all around your mountain. There are many days when the sun is shining on your mountain, casting a lovely glow, some parts of it in shadow. Days when the mountain is crystal clear with a blue sky behind it. And through all of these changing weather patterns, your mountain just sits. Stable, grounded, steadfast. I like this term steadfast, conveys really that sense of steadiness and stability. And just like your mountain, you too are subject to the many changing weather patterns in the day-to-day living of your own life. Some days you feel happy and contented as if the sun is shining on you and everything seems just perfectly fine. On some other days, your mind may be shrouded with doubt, worry, anxiety. Just like the mountain when it can disappear into mist and cloud and fog. Perhaps there are days when you feel as if you're being pelted by rain and hail, as if the conditions around you in your own life feel somewhat stormy. So really inviting now just this reflection of what you too regularly have to face in your own day-to-day life. Many changing patterns around you. Inviting into your very sitting posture here this morning, or whatever time of day you're watching this, inviting that same quality of steadfastness, stability. That capacity of knowing that you too can hold yourself steady in the midst of whatever is circulating around you. And of course, this is not easy. Or many times we feel like we're being buffeted and knocked over, tossed around in the wind, the chaos of our life. And at times like this, it can be so helpful to bring to mind this mountain of yours, whichever mountain you're reflecting on right now. Really inviting and cultivating the qualities of your mountain right here into your own being. So that you too can be stable, grounded, steady, unwavering in the face of the busyness of life. Let's sit quietly for a moment or two now, continuing to invite these qualities of steadiness and stability into your own body and heart and mind. There's a very short little Japanese poem that says, "We sit together, the mountain and me, until only the mountain remains." So perhaps as you go about the busyness of your daily life over the coming days, you might find it helpful to bring to mind again the image of your mountain, really inviting it right into your body as you sit. And bring in mindfulness, we're cultivating these qualities. They don't always come to us automatically. We're practicing together to cultivate, just like we would care for a little plant, watering it, feeding it, giving it sunlight. We're creating the conditions in our practice here together each day to cultivate these qualities of steadiness, steadiness of mind, of body, of heart. And for this Tuesday and the days ahead of us, the 8th of December, important day, I'd like to wish you these qualities of steadiness and stability as you go about your day-to-day life. Allowing your eyes very gently, if they've been closed, to open now. Perhaps inviting a full, deep breath into your body. Your own personal mountain sitting here, filling it up with air as you breathe in, releasing that air as you breathe out. Tomorrow, Clodagh will be with you to continue to support you in the development and cultivation of your mindfulness practice. And until then, I'd like to wish you a very good day and take good care.